Welcome to Cheap Seats, episode 42. Thanksgiving. I think it's already passed by the time we upload this, but happy Thanksgiving to everyone. In this episode, we have Dalton, as you can see to my left, and then we have Nick and Mason also here. This episode's a little weird because it's a remote recording. It's kind of weird with the holiday week, so we've kind of had to change things up a little bit, but the content of the episode shouldn't change up too much. Before we dive into anything, we do have a special announcement that we are proud to announce that Harcone Heroes is a proud partner of Doorborn. Doorborn is a Door County lifestyle clothing brand offering originally designed quality clothing and performance wear made for those who love Door County by those who know the place best. Learn more about Door County Doorborn, at shop online at doorborn.com. You can see it. I got it in the bottom right there. And follow them on Instagram too and Facebook at door_born. They made us some pretty neat coasters. If I can show the camera here. Pretty sick looking. They got some nice clothing too. If you haven't checked out their website, they got some performance wear like fishing stuff. They also got a really cool crew neck it's got like a skeleton and a boat on the back. Definitely worth it. Even if you're not from Door County and you've never been there, I think it's still worth checking out because they got some pretty neat stuff. So thank you to those guys once again. As for the NFL, we're diving into week 12 coming up next. But before we do that, we got to review some of week 11. So this week, story of this week, injuries, dude. Left and right. Oh, my Lord. Also, Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Big story. Matthew Canada. Fuck that guy.
Finally fired, dude. The Steelers fans have been praying for that for like fucking months on end. They wanted him gone, and it's finally happened.
Yeah. And sorry to interrupt, but that seems like a pretty hot topic.
I mean, that is a hot topic. Do you agree with the firing? I think most people probably do. The Steelers have not been a good offense the majority of the year.
Yeah. Careful. We're gonna get fucking roasted in the comments again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get roasted like we did for the TJ Watt comment. But no, I think Matt Canada deserved to be gone. You have some young weapons. I don't know if I believe in Kenny Pickett that much as a quarterback, but Najee Harris I always felt like should be more talented than he actually is. Jaylen Warren, pretty talented. George Pickens, he's insane. So I mean, you have weapons, Deontay Johnson. So you have weapons, but it just never came to fruition. And he seemed like he was kind of holding that team back. So I'm sure a lot of Steelers fans are happy about that, and it's good news for them. So, but like I was saying with the injuries, man, Joe Burrow out for the year, hand injury. Mark Andrews out for the year now too, and A-Chain got hurt too. I don't think he's out for the year though. They say they pulled him out just precautionarily. And then
Derek Carr.
Did he get hurt too? I didn't hear about Derek Carr getting hurt.
Concussion. He was in concussion protocol.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Joey Bosa got hurt against the Packers too. Aaron Jones got hurt in that same game. And then another Bills player left the field on an ambulance. Taylor Rapp left in an ambulance, but it turned out to be that Taylor Rapp, his neck injury came back negative, so it seems like he'll be okay. It's nothing like super serious, but he'll probably miss a couple of weeks if I were to guess. So it's bad, man. It's bad out there. People are getting injured left and right. Did you hear what Tom Brady said?
No, but I heard he was bashing something.
Yeah, he's saying nowadays the NFL's soft, man. Is that he's basically saying that where hits nowadays that were like that would get you penalized nowadays, like they were legal back then. Like Ray Lewis was out there hitting people and he wouldn't get penalized for some of the hits that people are getting penalized for nowadays. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Kareem Jackson hit on Josh Dobbs, but he got suspended for another 4 games, but it's reduced down to 2. Personally, I think the hit was dirty. I mean, he did lead with the helmet, and he ended up injuring Josh Dobbs for a short period of time. Josh Dobbs came back on the field, but It just goes to show you that the NFL like doesn't tolerate any of that nowadays. So do you think the league's too soft now or what?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think Tom
definitely.
Brady is like the perfect candidate to talk about it because he played through when they weren't soft and like when they were starting to go. Well, they were already soft by the time he retired, but
Yeah.
like he
Well,
played through it all. Like he went through all the changes and shit. So
well, he said too in that interview that he had that you used to be afraid of throwing across the middle of the field to guys because you know you get them killed if you threw a slant route to them because then the linebacker would blow
yeah,
them up and they wouldn't be able to protect themselves. So you'd like purposely try to throw outside the numbers. Now there's guys like thrown over the middle of the field with no care, no worry because there's like if you hit someone if they're not able to defend themselves over the middle of the field, then it's usually a pretty big penalty and a pretty big fine. So that's really something how the NFL is going nowadays. I mean, we might end up just going to fucking flag football at some point, but
It's scripted. It's soft.
yeah, okay, yeah, but I don't know. I think,
also for that.
yeah, I think personally that I understand like the rule changes that want players to be safer, but I'm also on the other end where I think you need to just let the boys play, man. Go out there, fucking. If someone
Oh
gets hit hard,
yeah.
that's part of the game. Like you know what happens when you go in there, and like that's why a
Someone
lot of
dies,
us
someone dies. That's why they sign on the line.
yeah, like you signed up to play the game. I mean, obviously we want to keep people safe, but you signed up for it, and that's what goes on. That's why there's not regular dudes like any of us playing football. There's freak athletes.
Well, and that's why college ball has just become more popular to watch, more entertaining to watch than NFL because they're
Yeah,
not as soft. They got shit to prove.
yeah, you're not wrong. We did have that discussion one time before, I think, with Bryce that like these guys who go out there in college, they have so much more to play for and so much more to prove because like you're hungry, you're trying to get to the league, and I don't know. I don't think the NCAA is too like strict on the big hit stuff, and they're not so much about. Obviously, they want to protect the players like that. It's not that they don't want to protect anyone, but I think they're more willing to let the big hits happen like that. So I could
It's
agree
kind of
with that
sad that
100%.
college football players are playing harder than the NFL players are.
Yeah, you're not wrong,
Kind of
but
sad.
I think it's time for us to switch to the XFL.
yeah, switch to the XFL.
Yeah, no
XFL, you could
shit.
just fucking probably pick someone up and suplex them on the field.
You can break their spine
Dude,
and no flag.
Yeah,
like family holiday football, like
yeah,
versus
dude.
family,
Oh,
that's harder than the NFL
Oh,
is.
You're out
I'll
there
tell
in
you
your
you're gonna have to
that.
fucking
miss
8-year-old
out
kid
on that
versus
this
your
year,
300-pound
man.
You're
uncle.
in
you're
your
hitting
cardigan and
your
your
like 15-year-old
khakis,
cousin.
hit sticking kids. Rightfully so, man. That's a good time
Tackling your
during
grandpa.
Thanksgiving.
I have
Break his
another
hip.
NFL thing.
Yeah. What's up?
Did you see fucking Joshua Dobbs' parents were at a game
Oh yeah, I did see that.
and they did not look happy. They looked
No,
super pissed.
they're mad that their son's not a fucking space engineer or some shit.
You know, it fucking they're insane because you know how like big of an achievement and like how hard you have to work to be in NASA, and
Oh,
then on
100%.
top of that, you play in the NFL. Like Jesus,
Dude is talented. Like,
unreal.
no doubt Josh
Yeah,
Dobbs is talented. Like, I don't know what their parents ever
astronaut.
did for work, but maybe they're just not impressed. It's a little weird, but
I don't
fair
know. They
enough.
must have done some crazy shit to not be impressed with that.
Right. Uh, what else we got going on here? We got, oh, this is a good one. Packers beat the Chargers 23-20. Jordan Love goes
Oh
for over
damn, bro.
300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. It feels good. And right now, don't look now, but the Packers are in the hunt. If I'm being completely honest, if I think they're going to make the playoffs, no. But it's one of those things where we're like, it feels good for the heart. The head, it's like we should lose and get a good draft pick. But every now and then, even if your team sucks and you know you're not doing anything throughout the year, like it's good to get a win. Like Dalton would probably be itching for a Carolina Panthers win right about now.
We're just gonna go for draft pick at this point.
Yeah, it's just
You
Jones in
better
front.
soak up this Packer victory because there's not many more coming.
And well, the shitty thing too for the Panthers is that they don't even have a first round this year because they traded it last year to get Bryce Young. So, I mean, you could get a
They
nice
did.
second rounder, but what
Yeah,
do
it's
you
true,
do,
but, like,
man?
Never know.
But like Bryce Young is actually like you give him like time to develop and like adjust to the team. I
Yeah,
think he'll be worth it.
he hasn't been great so far this year, and I do agree with you. I think that's certainly just because of the position he's in, the offense he has around him. Uh, the size is kind of proving to be a little bit of an issue with Bryce Young. Like, he's not the strongest armed quarterback, but you definitely think he's probably one of the smartest. But it just hasn't translated so far yet. From college to NFL, it hasn't translated so far. But I
Hey,
think,
give him time. Give him time. He'll adjust.
yeah, it's only a year. It's under a year sample size, and like I think that's one of the biggest flaws about the NFL community nowadays is like so quick to judge a quarterback, dude. Like,
Yeah,
look what's
apparently to
happening
be in
with
a
Bryce Young. Look what's
yeah, if
happening
you
with
want to be
Jordan
a
Love.
quarterback in the
Everyone's
NFL, you got to
expect-
be instantly good, top 10. Like,
Right.
yeah.
And like
Everyone's
even
expecting him to be like fucking Joshua Dobbs, where he gets in there on a Thursday and beats a
yeah.
team on a Saturday or Sunday. I mean,
And look at CJ Stroud now. Like, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. But in preseason, dude, there's people in preseason like he had a poor preseason game against the Patriots, I think, and people were going, "Oh,
preseason
fucking
doesn't matter.
bust. Guy sucks. He's a bust." Like, he hasn't even played a regular season snap, and you're bagging on him. You serious? So
Preseason serves no purpose. Changed my mind.
I don't know if it serves no purpose, but
Well, I didn't
Gives the
mean.
second strings a chance.
yeah,
But like
I didn't really
back-
mean like that. But like, do we really need the preseason? Like
Yeah,
I'd say
preseason
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
is what
you're
I'm
right. It
saying.
doesn't matter in like terms of
Like, if you
win-loss
lose in
record, but
preseason, who gives a fuck?
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
well,
you never know when that fifth string wide receiver is actually going to be good in a preseason game.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, this guy's noticeable. Let's bump him up a bit. And
I think it's
keep him.
best utilized to showcase the guys who usually don't get an opportunity, and that's the best thing about preseason.
Exactly.
I don't think any organization really cares about their win-loss record in preseason. I mean, they might tell you that to the media, like, "Oh, we need to win these games to really set the tone for the season." But at the end of the day, it's preseason. We just want to see what our guys got. So
Let's
Yeah,
cheap
especially
tickets.
with when you have rookie quarterbacks like Bryce Young, preseason's a big thing for them to learn to adjust.
yeah, allows them to go out there without the actual repercussions of a game. Like, you can go out there, make mistakes in preseason, and if any decent fan is going to be like, well, it's preseason, you got to let him adjust.
Mhm.
So, from the Hard Count Heroes game of the week last week, Browns beat the Steelers 13-10. Myles Garrett 2 sacks. Should have had a safety. It didn't get ruled a safety. They ruled Kenny Pickett like down at the 1. But dude, the Browns, even without Deshaun Watson, they're still pretty good.
Their
DTR got it done.
insane.
Yeah, the defense is unreal, and that's probably the reason why they won that game. But I would honestly think the Browns they're definitely making it into the playoffs, and I think their defense could take them maybe to the divisional. I'm not going to say the championship game because it's just such a stacked AFC, but what do you think about that, folks?
I wouldn't say they're definitely gonna make playoffs. Like their defense definitely is a key getting them this far, but I don't necessarily think they'll make divisional on defense alone.
It's true. It's going to be hard with
No.
DTR at quarterback. They just signed Joe Flacco, but I don't think he's going to be the starter. I think he's more of a
Big
mentor
Joe.
role. Big Joe. Yes, sir. Big Joey. Joey
You know
Flacco.
whose defense isn't gonna bring them
That's
to
a
the
Super
playoffs?
Bowl champ right there.
Who's that?
The Packers.
Packers defense played good last week. I don't know, dude. They actually balled
last
out.
week.
Oh, another big news that we missed. Brandon Staley got fired. Oh, no, he didn't get fired yet, did he? No, he didn't. Everyone's just praying to God that he gets fired from the Chargers because dude's not it. You see how pissed he was after they lost? He was like, some
Man's ain't
reporter asked him a question. He's like, don't ask me that question again. Don't ask me that question again. He was freaking out.
I'd
He
be
was,
pissed if I lost.
Bro, I
to
would have asked
good
him the
ass
question
Packers,
again.
too.
yeah. Like coaches are on the hot seat when they start freaking out over like little things that people are asking them and they start getting really irritable. They're trying to show some fire, but like really, they know their ass is cooked. So they're trying to rally the troops, but it never works, dude. So yeah, they're probably done for. last thing about that Packers game too. If I need to add anything about that, I think the Packers next year definitely need to address tackle and probably running back in 2024 in the draft because dude, look how much time Jordan Love had to throw this week and what he was able to do with it. You give that man time to throw and he's gonna take care of you. But you know, throughout the season he's struggled with having the time to throw because our tackles haven't been very good. I mean, you're gonna imagine Bakhtiari is probably gonna be gone in the coming next year because just can't stay healthy. And Rasheed Walker, not great. Josh Nyman, not great. But when he has time to throw, he's been really good. And then running back, Aaron Jones hurt again. A.J. Dillon got hurt. Emmanuel Wilson got hurt. And I would imagine Aaron Jones is probably going to be a cap casualty next year. He probably won't be with the team if I were to imagine A.J. Dillon, unless he takes like a veteran minimum. He's probably not coming back either. So I think Packers need to address running back next year, maybe in the second or third round of the draft. So
I mean, Aaron Jones is getting up there in age, isn't he? So, like,
I think he's 29, almost 30, but that's like old for running back. There's the shelf life for running backs is so short in the NFL. Like most running backs are going to be good for like 2 to 3 years, and that's it.
So I'm pretty sure Packers, just like Carolina right now, we need to like figure out running situations.
Yeah. And like maybe that's an issue with the Panthers too, has been their inability to run the ball.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like if we use our draft picks this year and like pick up at least like another wide receiver and a running back, because our line can get Bryce Young enough time. It's just the fact that like really all we got for weapons is Adam Thielen, and really how much time we got left with him.
Right. I agree with you. Jets bench Zach Wilson finally. Tim Boyle will start versus the Dolphins in week 12. Dude, they rode that Zach Wilson train out for a while. What a fall from grace. Going from like being the second pick in the draft to now he's not even the second string anymore. He's the third string quarterback because they put what's his name? I forget who they put above him. Do you know who else they put above him, Nick? It's Tim Boyle's the starter. And sure. Someone else is behind him. I forget who, but yeah, Zach Wilson, what a fall from grace. The punter's not above him.
Yeah, it is. That's what it says right now.
Oh my god, dude,
that is sad. That's heartbreaking
for him. The emergency quarterback.
Oh, wonderful,
Zach Wilson.
We'd rather have a punter throw passes than a quarterback. That's one way to do it.
That's got to ruin that man's morale so much.
Oh, I would be very sad if I were him. Like, he went from being second pick in the draft, like kind of comped to Aaron Rodgers coming out, and then now you're just dog shit. Like, probably going to be an XFL quarterback. What a fall from grace. He could, dude. He could go to the XFL and tear it up. So who knows? But what else we got? We got Bears lose heartbreaker versus the Lions in very Bears fashion to lose a game that close. What a shocker, dude. They had them for so long and then they just gave it away. Lions, like, they're resilient. They're a team that can go out there and they run the ball very well. Jared Goff finally flipped it around after that game. I mean, he started out pretty poor and then he kind of flipped it around, but just goes to show you that the Lions are for real this year. So, then we got let's go to Monday Night Football here, and then we'll take our break. So, Chiefs and Eagles Monday Night Football. We're basically got a Super Bowl for free on Monday night. Eagles ended up getting the best of the Chiefs this time around. I don't have the final score written down, but I watched it.
21-17.
That's what it was, 21-17. And MVS, dude, that's a heartbreaking drop. Last play of the game, or it wasn't last play, but it was close to it. Dude, what more could Pat Mahomes do? You got to get that man a receiver. It was right in the bucket.
I really wish I could have watched that game, like, just for fantasy reasons too, because like AJ Brown, like, didn't do nothing. I wanted to know what was going on.
He only had one reception for 8 yards.
That's kind of a surprising factor, huh? You would have thought AJ Brown would have done a little better.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, though.
Dude, Travis Kelce did not have a good game either. He had a couple of drops. I mean, he did have a touchdown, I think, but
Yeah, 1 touchdown. He dropped 2. But yeah,
and then he
definitely
fumbled.
not Travis.
Everyone's talking about the MVS drop. No one's talking about the Travis Kelce fumble in the red zone, dude. That was
That's
another big
Travis
one.
Kelce.
Wild.
Yeah. But everyone's too focused that fucking Taylor Swift is out in Argentina or whatever the hell she is. People flipping out about that. We got the rematch of the Super Bowl from last year, and we're talking about fucking Taylor Swift in Argentina.
It
Yep.
sounds about right.
This is what the NFL wants. This is what they want. But yeah, and then another interesting thing from that game, dude. I don't know if you saw, but defensive tackle Jalen Carter from the Eagles, he tried to intercept a spike. Like Mahomes had it, he
Oh, that
spiked
was
it.
so funny.
He dove through the center's legs and almost caught it. It like went off his hands, but just imagine if he would have picked that off. That's like a 1,000 IQ play right there. That's the smartest thing you could do on the football field.
That's such an Eagles thing. Like they do like the weirdest shit, and like
Right.
it just like everyone's like, what the fuck?
And 90% of the time though, for them it works. So like, why
Yeah, the
fix
tush
something that's
push.
not broken? If it works, it works.
That is
Exactly.
kind of like a weird thing to do too in the NFL, Nick. I agree with you there. Where like that diving through the center's leg is weird, and then also the tush push just in a concept like
Yeah.
no team was really doing it in that form with having guys pushing behind until the Eagles started doing it, and now it's a league trend.
I really hope it doesn't get banned because it shouldn't be illegal.
I agree with you.
Like,
I don't
you
think it should
should-
get banned.
No, you're pushing your own quarterback's ass into the end zone.
Well, it's the complete essence of football too. Like it ties back to the days of like the 30s and 40s where it was just fucking 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the ground and pound. I'm okay with them just using their sheer fucking will, their sheer might to score a touchdown in that fashion. Like why do we want to ban this? What is this, flag football? What are we
Yeah,
playing,
but
a two-hand touch?
Add the
And that just
tush
brings us
push
back
in
to the
Madden.
start of this recording where NFL is getting soft. Like
Right.
now you can't even push people. Like
It's just a thing where you're dumbing the game down to like find a way to stop it. Like why are we penalizing these teams for being good? Like
Literally,
why are
the
we
lawn
penalizing the
delay
Eagles for being
football
good?
league is more intense than the
Yeah.
NFL now.
I had this whole rant about the MLB this summer too, where they put in the pitch clock and they put in you can't shift defenders over anymore, and that was the same thing. Like why are we dumbing the sport down? Why are we catering to people who are doing bad? Like you want to be able to hit, learn how to hit around the shift. You shouldn't penalize teams for making a good defensive strategy, and that applies for both sports. So NFL's got to figure it out, man. They're getting soft, but that's how it goes. Alrighty. We'll take a quick break here. Quick. I don't really need to check the audio because I'm recording USB this time, so it's a little more reliable. But just to kind of cleanse the palate here, we'll start again in about 5 minutes. So we will be back. All right, we're back from break. Only a little bit of NCAA news. This was more of a Bryce thing, but he's not here, so we'll kind of just glance over this. Ohio State and
he's here in
Michigan.
spirit.
He's here in spirit. Ohio State and Michigan, the biggest rivalry in college football, is happening on the 25th, this Saturday. So looking forward to that. Obviously, pretty big game. It has some pretty big playoff implications too for the college football playoff. So we'll have to talk about that next week once Bryce comes back, hopefully. And then, did you know that Utah quarterback Cam Rising is playing his 7th year of college football next year? Dude, 7 years of
Jesus.
college football? He's just like the
Go to the XFL, bro.
super senior. Yeah. He was
Isn't I may not be maths guy, but pretty sure that's more than 4 years.
yeah, there's like a thing with NCAA athletes if they get like red shirted that allows them another year of eligibility. And I
That
think
was because
transferring
of
has something to do with it
2020,
too.
right?
Yeah, I think so. So like he must have just been able to like have extra years added from transferring and being redshirted in different places to be eligible for a 7th year. So
It's like
dude,
bench warmers with the crayon. I am 12.
right, dude. He's gonna be out there like fucking 30 years old, slinging rocks to 19-year-olds. Dude, like go get an insurance job or something, dude. Like quit playing football.
Go turn into an accountant real quick.
Your time's over. All right. But I just thought that was funny, so I figured I'd bring it up. So that moves us into the blind ranking. So this one's a little different. This one, we're gonna do it blind first, but then honestly, the best way to do this would be to just hear everything. But so we'll do blind first, but then we'll do the actual ranking after. This one's about time slots when your favorite team plays. So like, you know how there's different times throughout the week your team is scheduled to play, and like we're gonna rank which one you prefer ideally. Like, what's the best time for this team to play at? And like how does that coincide with my day, and like what's the most convenient, or what do I think is the best? So first up, Thursday night football. Between 1 through 5, where does Thursday night football play for you? Panther 2. If the Seahawks are playing on Thursday night football, Nick, you like that?
Thursday night football is like it's like a nice break in between the week, and like you're like waiting for Sunday, but then suddenly Thursday. It's a
Yeah.
weird day, but like I don't know. I don't like the only thing I don't like about it. You know what? I'm gonna go with 3 because I don't like how Amazon has it now.
Yeah, that is a little weird. I did like it when it was NFL Network, or they like put it on. They had it on Fox for a year, didn't they? And then they moved it to Amazon, which I bought the Prime subscription just because I wanted to watch games, but I wish it wasn't on Prime.
Yeah, no, it's not a 2, it's a 3 now, just because of Amazon.
Yeah. What do you think,
God
Dalton?
damn it, Jeff.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna put it at 4, just because like I liked it before when it was at like 7, but now with my new time and it's at 5.
Yeah, a little early on a Thursday,
I
isn't
don't
it,
really
for
like
some
these. I don't
football?
like these new game times.
Yeah. What do you think, Mason?
I fucking hate it.
Hate it? Where are you putting it? 5?
Yeah. Everyone on my fantasy team does shit if they're playing Thursday.
Dude,
Actually,
Thursday
no,
night is
they
a
do.
curse.
Oh, no, not really. I don't know. My players usually do shit on Thursdays, but sometimes they really fucking pop off.
Yeah.
I don't really know, honestly. We'll go 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the majority opinion is that Thursday night's not that good for football. Uh, I will say it's nice if like your team gets a W on Thursday night, and then you got the rest of the weekend to just kind of hang out, chill, watch football or whatever, and like you don't have that stress of, hey, is my team gonna win today? But generally Thursday night football, it just never goes good for me. My team in fantasy always does bad, or like the Packers play bad on Thursday night. So
A lot of injuries on Thursday.
Don't even get me started when Carolina plays
yeah.
either Monday or Thursday.
Then it just leaves that sour taste. And if your team gets your ass kicked, or if the team you like gets their ass kicked on Thursday night, you just kind of have that sour taste left in your mouth throughout the rest of the week. So
Feel very targeted here.
yeah. And then next up, alternate end, Monday night. How do you feel about Monday night football?
5.
You don't like
Instant
it?
5.
The big
Why?
build up
because
throughout
again,
the week.
Monday night is a 2.
Because
Ooh.
Monday night, it's a Monday, so it's start of the work week for me, right? And I don't get off until 4, and then the game starts at 5.
It's perfect.
No,
But the
it's
best
like
games are from Monday Night Football.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Monday night's the best. I think it's probably in the top half. I think it's maybe 2 or 3.
I don't like any
I
of
think
the
I'd
game
put it at
times.
3. Honestly, I think I'd put Monday night at 3, but that's me.
Yeah, Monday
5.
Night Football is up there.
No, see, I like Monday Night Football because usually the matchups are good. I just hate that like I get no time in between to like kind of like settle down before the game starts.
Yeah, I get you. So, what do you think, Mason? Where are you putting Monday night football?
Probably. I don't know. I'd go. Shit. I don't know. Probably 2.
Yeah, Monday night football's not bad. There's a lot of build
Uh,
up to Monday night.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Plus,
like.
ESPN does a really good job.
There's a lot
ESPN
of
does
like.
do a good job.
It's really tense on Monday because you're wrapping up the fantasy. Your last few players are playing. It's
Yeah,
usually somewhat close. I don't know. I like Monday.
that is nice. There's usually a lot of
Nick,
stakes on the Monday night game.
I'm here.
And then next up, this one kind of varies depending on time zone, but the noon game used to be noon for you, Dalton. Now what is it, like 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
I think the noon game's okay. I don't love it. Uh, I think I'd prefer to have my team play at 3 or like the late slate. But
Yeah.
it is nice for I think it's the ideal thing if you're actually going to go to a game though, to go to a noon game, because then you can get out there early, you can tailgate, and then the game's at noon, gets done about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, go home, wrap up the day. Relax. It still gives you time to relax in at the end of the night, but I don't know. I don't love it when the Packers play on noon. So
Yeah. I'd put that one at 3. Just because one, it's at like 10 a.m. So like, yeah, I'm up by then, but it's just like 10 a.m. Just it's so awkward for me to like have games playing.
yeah, that is like
Not
too
used to these
early.
new times yet.
Dude, the West Coast must suck for football. Getting up at 10 a.m. to watch football, that's gotta be rough. I feel like that's
What
way
do you
too
think
early
they
for
feel for
football.
like the Germany games?
Oh yeah, those gotta be awful. What is that? That's like 8 a.m. for the Midwest. So then that's like 6 a.m.
6.
I don't know who's getting up on Sunday at 6 a.m. to watch football. Not me, dude, but
Not even
Don't got a choice.
game.
right. That's insane. But yeah. Nick, where you putting noon?
Putting it at 4.
4, all right.
It's not even
Ne-
like a noon game for me. It's still fucking morning.
yeah. Next up, this one I was just talking about, the late slate, the 3 o'clock slate. I think this is the best time to
Bro,
have a football game
that's
on if you're
number
watching.
1 for me. Because even though it's not like 3 o'clock, it's still like 1 the
Yeah.
afternoon. But it's still like, you get up in the morning, you're like settled down, you're woken up.
Yeah.
It's like for me, that's like the best time to play.
I think that's the best for if you're watching it with your boys or something, or like if you're going to a watch party of the game. You get
Mhm.
you get there at noon, maybe a little afternoon, and then you can watch the first game happen, the early window, and that builds up then the hype to the late slate where your team is playing, and then that like runs from like 3 to 6, and that's the perfect time. And then you got Sunday night football after, maybe you wrap it up after the late slate, go home, watch Sunday night football or whatever. But I think that's the ideal time for your team to play. Like I'd rather if I got to only pick one time for the Packers to play each week, it'd be 3 o'clock because
Mhm.
I think that's perfect. What do you think, Mason, Nick?
What time slot?
It's definitely
3?
top tier.
3, dude, it's elite.
You know,
I
I'm
do
putting
like
it at
that.
1.
I'd put it at 1 too.
I'm gonna put it at
I
1
put it
too.
at 1.
Yes, sir. That's the best time. All right, then the last one. I'm not sure what available slots you have open, but Sunday night football. Sunday night football's up there, dude. I think it honestly
I'm
is.
gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it's not it.
Really?
It depends. For me, it depends on the matchup and like who's playing.
Yeah.
I feel like they score like it's not an exciting
But,
game on Sunday night football sometimes.
but like,
I
it's still
guess.
my second. Like, I have my second spot open. So like,
I think
because it's still not like super late for me. It's only
yeah.
5 o'clock.
Well, I can only put him in 5, but I guess
I think
Sunday night football's 5. But
the worst thing
I don't
about
think it's
Sunday
that
night
bad.
football is like that overhanging dread that you have work the next day. It's like 7 o'clock or whatever
That's
time it is, and then you start hearing the
Yeah,
Sunday
fuck
night
that.
theme. All the players are warming up, and you're like, "Fuck!" After this, I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. But I think it's the nice time to like relax and watch a football game. Sunday night, nice for that. But I think the only thing that brings it down is the overwhelming dread of fuck. This is
But
it.
see, that's where like I benefit from that because like for you guys, yeah, it's at 7, but for me, even with work the next day, it's at 5. Like the game
Yeah.
starts at 5.
See, that's not as bad then because you don't have to stay up super late to watch the game then.
Yeah,
Where if you're over like
like
especially
I
East
don't.
Coast guys, we
Yeah,
don't have any East Coast guys, but like East Coast guys got to stay up to like almost midnight to watch the full game, and
yeah.
that's tough. So it does run a little late for us, but I'm willing to make an exception. So I mean, I think with knowing all the slots already, I'd probably put 3:00 first, then probably noon second, Sunday. No, I'm gonna go Monday night third, fucking Sunday night fourth, and then Thursday night fifth. I think that's the ideal rankings.
I
What do you think?
genuinely would not change my rankings at all, actually.
No.
Yeah,
There
actually,
you
for
go.
what my first weekend here, like
Yeah.
with the new time changes, I'd say it's pretty good.
Not too shabby. Alrighty. So we can move into the pick'em then. So, week 12 pick'em. Last week, I went 9-5. I'm 89-59 overall. I'm at a 60.1%. Mason did not pick last week. He is 60-60 overall at a 50%. Bryce is 9-5, or he went 9-5 last week. He is 75-57 overall at a 56.8%. Dalton, you did not pick last week, but you were 44-28 overall, and you have the best percentage with a 61.1%. Beat me out by a percentage. And
But I
then
haven't
Nick,
done as many weeks.
that's true. Nick is 7-7. Or he went 7-7 last week, 29-27 overall with a 51.8%. Just holding on there. Just holding on a little
Make a
bit.
wish.
Yeah. So I'll get the games pulled up here, and then we can go ahead and go over these. So weird schedule this week, very weird schedule, if I must say. We had 3 games up Thursday night, a game on Friday, and then the rest of the games on Sunday, and then obviously a Monday night game. So we'll start with the Thanksgiving slate. First matchup: Green Bay at Detroit,
Lions.
11:30 a.m. Yeah, I gotta go Lions, dude.
I was gonna say, Jared, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Lions are on a roll.
I have the Jordan Love
I can't-
jersey on. I want him to cook, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Time to get you a Aiden Hutchinson
I gotta
jersey.
go.
If you buy it for me, I'll wear it. I'll just
I gotta go
swap
Lions.
teams, dude.
I gotta go Lions.
Yeah. Where's Mason going? Lions?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think we had a clean sweep there. So next up then, Washington and Dallas. I think majority of people going Dallas here. I know I'm going Dallas. Looked very good last week. Beat up on the Panthers, but what do you do?
Hey, the
That's
start of that
still, I
game,
get
Panthers
upset.
actually held their own.
Yeah.
I
Fair
will
enough.
say the start of the game.
Yeah, at the
No
start.
excuse for the second half, but the start.
Yeah. So you
but yeah,
going?
I gotta go Dallas.
Mason, you said Dallas too?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then we got San Francisco at Seattle. Your Birds, their Nick, taking on the Niners.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Gonna be a tough one.
I'm going
I
49ers.
don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know, Nick. I mean, they did just lose to the Rams.
Christian McCaffrey's gonna run all over the Seahawks defense.
I'm probably going Niners, but I mean, I feel like the Seahawks, the home field advantage could play a factor. I mean,
Yeah,
Lumen
that
Field
is
is just
true.
one of those fields, man.
I'm going Niners, but honestly, this game's 50-50. Like each teams have their pros and cons as to why they could win or lose this game.
Yeah, I get you. So we all picked the Niners there. Then,
Whoa.
are you
I'm
going
gonna go
Seahawks?
Nick's
Wow,
going
okay.
Sea
Seahawks
Chickens.
to go different.
Nick's
Let's go
going Sea
different.
Chickens.
For
But
competitive interest.
You're already
but
different.
but I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be really close.
All right. Hey, I appreciate the bold pick. He's trying to get his percentage up. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Friday. Dude, this is weird. A Black Friday game at 2 p.m. Central Time. It'll be 12 for you on a Friday. Who fucking drew this up, man? Is it because Prime Video couldn't get a Thursday night game? This is why they're playing football at 2 p.m. on a Friday? It's Dolphins at Jets. I'm going Dolphins. Tim Boyle's not going to carry the Jets,
Yeah.
dude. It's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
Hill's going off for another week.
I would
Again.
imagine. So clean sweep for Dolphins. Then we get into the Sunday games. We got the Saints taking on the Falcons. This one's at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Falcons fresh off a bye. Saints, I think, fresh off a bye too, though. It's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Saints. I'm going Saints.
Asshole.
What are you
Are
going
you
Saints?
jerk? I was gonna go Saints. I want to go Saints.
No, we both can go Saints. What do
You know what?
do the other
I'll
boys
be
think?
different.
I'll go
I'll be different. I'll go Falcons on this one.
Okay.
I'm going Saints. Fuck the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the fucking Falcons.
We're
Not too
definitely getting
good.
shit on for that.
Maybe we'll see.
So no one's gonna be watching this Friday game. It should be like, it's Saints and Falcons. I'll just look for the score after.
Well, the Dolphins and Jets is the Friday
Let's
game.
go.
This one's on
Oh
Sunday,
yeah, so we're Sunday.
which gives
so
you
I'm
another
in.
reason not to watch it because the Jets are starting Tim Boyle.
Yeah.
So, then
No.
after that, the Steelers are at the Bengals without Joe Burrow. So, and the Steelers just fired Matt Canada. To the turnaround here,
I'm going Steelers. I'll take a logo, and I'm gonna pick Steelers for this one.
I was
Pick
actually gonna
Steelers too.
I was gonna agree with you and go Steelers just because the Bengals
Yeah.
are pretty inept without Joe Burrow. So
We're running around with like a
Yeah,
chicken with its
Steelers
head
on
cut
this.
off.
yeah, so clean sweep for the Steelers there. Then we get Carolina at Tennessee, dude. Nissan Stadium. Ooh, what are we feeling here? This one's a real stinker.
Titans.
I think
I think we all know which way I'm going here.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers, dude.
I'm going Carolina.
Really?
Jared's going Carolina.
I think it's about time they win one. All right, I think it's about time they
Again, hey,
they
no,
get it
hey,
back.
we have a win. All right.
Yeah, I know you got one, but it's one. I want to see him get
Better than
another
none.
one against the Titans there, so I feel pretty decent about that. So who did you pick, Nick? Did you pick Titans?
I'm on the Will Levis train. I'm going.
Screw you, Nick.
going
On the
Titans.
Will Levis train. There it is. All right. So we're split 50-50 there. Tampa Bay at the Colts. Ooh, Tampa Bay just lost to the Niners, and they are 4-6 this year. And Colts fresh off a bye. Give me the Colts, even with Gardner at quarterback. Just give it to JT the whole game, and you'll be all right.
I'm
I want to go Colts, but I also kind of want to go Buck.
gonna go with the Bucks.
You go with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Nick, what way are you going with this? What's your view
Um,
on this, Nick?
It's like I don't know. It's kind of like a bug on your face, you know. I'm gonna have to go with.
What analogy was that?
Don't worry about it.
What?
I understand it.
I'm gonna have to go with the Colts on this one. Gardner Minshew. What a beautiful man.
No,
Oh, man.
I'll split this one 50-50. I'm gonna go Buccaneers.
All right.
I'm going Bucks.
Bucks and
I'm going with
Colts. There we
Colts.
go. Split 50-50. This one, a Super Bowl rematch from a while ago. Not quite living up to the hype that it did then.
Yeah, no, it's not an exciting
Patriots
Super Bowl.
at Giants. You got what? Fucking
Mm,
who are the Patriots starting at
Tommy
quarterback this
DeVito.
week? The Patriots gonna start
Tommy
Zappy?
DeVito.
Yeah, and Tommy DeVito playing. Fucking A, dude. Why?
I'm going Tommy. Give me the DeVito family. We're going New York.
I'll take the Giants too. I mean, Tommy DeVito actually played pretty good last week, and Saquon Barkley was really good. So, give me Giants.
what is this matchup? Why?
I mean, it was a good matchup like 10 years ago.
I'm going
That's 10
Patriots.
years ago.
Fuck you, Nick.
You going Patriots? Okay. Down to you, Dalton. Are you making this 50-50 or?
No, I gotta go Giants in this one.
There you go. All right. Next one, Hard Count Heroes game of the week. The Jacksonville Jaguars coming in at, I believe it's 7-2, 6-3, something like that. And then they're taking on the red hot Houston Texans of CJ Stroud. Pretty interesting game here. I mean, Houston took care of the
It's like
Jaguars last time. So
it's like
Yeah, but
against every feeling that I feel to pick the Texans, but I'm gonna do it.
it's against every feeling that I
I'm
feel.
taking Jaguars in this one.
I think
I'm going Texans. CJ Stroud. I'm going with the offensive.
man, I'm torn. I think I'm gonna split it and I'll go Jaguars too. They've been rolling lately,
That's my
man.
boy.
It's hard for me to pick against CJ Stroud just because he's been so good, but the Jaguars have been rolling. I'll go with them. Next up, then we got Cleveland at Denver at Mile
Oh,
High.
Oh, this is. If you think
Cleveland.
about it,
Good game.
This is a really good game.
It is. It's actually
Cleveland
an
is
underrated
fuck
game.
Cameron.
Wow, Cleveland.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Fuck Cameron. Actually,
I
no.
agree with you guys.
I'm
Fuck
gonna pick the
Cameron.
Broncos. The
but
Broncos are on a hot streak here.
I'm thinking so too, man.
Mr.
Broncos.
Unlimited is cooking.
He's cooking. He's playing like an
He's-
MVP
he's
level
playing.
candidate.
It's
He's
spicy,
cooking
bro.
for the first time.
Yeah. Cortland Sutton's been very good for them too. The defense has been good enough. I'm not going to say great, but good enough.
Good enough.
But how is Mr. Unlimited going to do against a really good Cleveland defense?
That's true.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the risk and go with Mr. Unlimited. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Cameron on this one. Yeah.
Interesting.
But,
Yeah, here we go. Three
Cameron's
picks for the
unlimited.
Broncos. Cameron's gonna fucking shoot his load everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
now they're gonna lose.
Yeah, they're gonna lose now.
This is the end to their
He's
fucking
too
life.
excited,
Just
man.
gonna make fun of the Broncos. They're like, oh, it's a sucky ass team anyways.
Yeah.
They're
Well, like
fucking
three out of the four of us picked up last week, but we're gonna start bagging on them when they lose. These
yeah.
guys fucking suck. They blow. All right.
They're what we expected them to be.
Raiders, my bad. Rams and Cardinals up next. Rams, dude.
Rams.
Matt Stafford's back. They've been rolling. They beat the Seahawks. Gino
They've
was
been
not
ramming.
cooking. They've been ramming.
Didn't Gino get hurt too?
Gino did get hurt for a bit. Drew Lock came in and he was god awful. If I'm being honest with you, he was pretty bad. Everyone going Rams or what?
Yeah.
All right. Chiefs at Raiders. I think everyone's probably going Chiefs here.
Chiefs.
Or
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I think
Chiefs.
the Raiders' little magical run after firing their head coach is over. I'm probably going Chiefs. I think Chiefs get back on track this week. Lose a tough one to Philly. Get back on track this week. Get it done with. So next up then, Buffalo at Philadelphia. I'm probably going Philly here. Pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm going Philly.
At the link, man. They're hard to stop.
Buffalo's lineup is like just getting way too low.
Yeah, they're struggling. I mean, they did beat the Jets, but they're struggling. So
That is the Jets. Come on.
what do we
Come
think,
on.
Nick and Mason? We think Eagles over Bills or what?
Yeah.
Say
The
yeah.
Bills fucking blow.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
definitely gonna be the Eagles because if they can beat the Chiefs, they can beat the Bills.
Watch Davis go off this week.
Yeah, this is the 1 week he'll play good. Mason will bench him this week and then he'll pop off.
Yeah,
Well, I
dude,
do want to
just
bring something
imagine.
up. Madden Curse has been hitting Josh Allen really, really bad.
Not
I
wrong.
mean, 6-5 for a team that was expected to do really, really good.
These guys are supposed to be like Super Bowl contenders at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Not quite now.
Man, Madden Curse hit him hard.
Yeah. The man curse, I guess it's real. What do you know?
Yep.
All right. Baltimore at Chargers. I'm going Baltimore, man. They've been
Baltimore.
unstoppable.
Yeah, fuck the Chargers. They're a bunch of pussies.
Brandon Staley's got to get fired after this game, man. If they lose this one, if they go out there put up nothing, he's got to get fired. So
I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one. I think
dude,
it's just some random miracle that's just going to happen.
I always feel like Nick believes in the Chargers all the time, dude. I
All
swear
the
there
time.
was
Of course, Nick's got to be the odd one out.
there was one where it's Chargers and Chiefs, and he was like, well, the one guy who picked the Chargers. So, all right, fair enough though. Then the Monday matchup, Bears at Minnesota. This one's at US Bank Stadium. Pasternak, rough week last week. Turned the ball over too much, man. Is his
Tell me
Fitzmagic
about
run
it.
kind of over or what? Or are we
No.
think the Bears get one here? No, you think the Vikings get it?
The Vikings are going to get it.
Man, I really want to know
I
if
still
Jefferson's
believe-
coming back
I
this game.
still believe in the Pasternak.
You do? Yeah, because that kind of determines if I think the Vikings will win or not if Jefferson comes back. But I think just for the odd chance, I mean, they played pretty well against the Lions last week. Maybe that momentum carries over. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Nah, fuck the
Ah.
Bears.
Ah.
I think they get it.
I mean, they were pretty close to beating the Lions.
They were. What does Mason think?
I really don't want to pick the Bears, but
I'm in the same
Then
boat.
don't.
But I'm
Pick the
feeling
Vikings.
it.
manage it. Actually, nah. Let's go with the pass or not.
There it is. All right, 3 for the Vikings, 1 for the Bears. That wraps up the Week 12 Cheap Seats Pick'em. Mason, did you want to announce the giveaway winner?
King Jansu.
There you
There's
go.
only 2 people who entered, and we flipped a coin. So yeah,
You win. You get Madden 24. We'll get in contact with you. We'll get it to you. So
I will message you from my personal account, and I'll get it from there.
there we go. We got a Madden 24 giveaway winner. So congratulations to him.
Yay! It only took us
Uh,
like 2 years and
right.
40 some episodes.
Yeah, because
finally give
Nick
it away.
doesn't do what he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Daddy Mason will come in and
Remember
save the day.
to check out Doorborn, Door County Lifestyle brand. That's doorborn.com to check out what they got. Thank you once again for the coasters. If I can pop one out right there. Yeah, so go check them out. We might even have to buy some stuff for ourselves. But yeah, the sweatshirt order is over in case anyone was wondering about that. Those will be coming out soon. So that's it. Anyone else got anything they want to say or what?